So because this is the third session of a package with 6, so the first 2 sessions were in-house with some heel work and just short lead walking. The second session was in-house, and then we started on the recall training. This session I wanted to do primarily, well, pretty much all outside. So rather than just being in a really quiet little park where there was not really anyone else around, we are going to meet, it's quite warm, we're going to meet in Corsham. I don't know if Corsham is a town or a village, so if anyone's watching from Corsham and I get this wrong, then I apologise. But anyway, we're going to meet in Corsham town centre at a car park, which is amazing because it's right in the centre, so we can walk around the shops and things and get some sort of distractions in that sort of town environment. But it's also, the car park backs on to a woodland area and a field, so we can do both without having to drive, which is awesome. So it's a really popular area, the woodland and the field. A lot of people go there specifically to walk their dogs, so it's a really popular location as well, which means we'll have plenty of distractions. Obviously I've got Puck with me today as well, so we're basically just going to go and have a look at how they deal with both of those environments. So walking around what I'm presuming will be reasonably, I mean, it's not going to be like packed, we're not going to a big city, but it's just normal town life. So people and, you know, kids, I would imagine, and buggies and all of that sort of stuff. And then also a popular dog walking area where we should have quite a few more dogs for them to encounter. So just want to make sure that everything's going swimmingly. Obviously we will have a quick chat and check up and make sure that all the housework is still going to plan and everything's good. And then we'll have a look at how they deal with the outside distractions. I know they've been doing a fair bit of work on the walking and on the recall skills that we started last time, so it should be a lovely session, and hopefully everything's going well and I can take some nice vids and let you know how they're getting on. I will catch up with you after. Yeah, that is much better with Bella. Can't even see her. Come here, dude. I can't keep up with your legs, mate. Yeah, Bella's looking a lot better now. She just needed that lead a little bit shorter, I think. All pressed. That's it. Keep her to heel. Don't let her rush ahead. Good. Good. Well done. That was excellent. That was excellent. Well done, dogs. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Okay, good girlies.
Do you want some cheese?
Whenever, I was just going to say, whenever they do something like that, that's quite a big deal, and especially for Nina. Actually, you know, she's just
on leaps and
good.
bounds.
Good. You can tell she's so much more confident. She's taking the food and everything. Bella, what's this? I'm too busy sniffing. Oh, you've got cheese. What's this? Do you want that as well? No. Want this? Yeah, no, you only want the cheese. Well, you can have this then, dude. You can get all of my treats. Yeah, good boy. Cheese.
Hello.
Cheese, cheese, cheese.
Cheese, not piece of sausage.
Look at Nina, she's so happy.
Hello.
I mean, if you contrast this to the first time
Bella, come.
I ever went out with you walking Nina, when she was just tail under and just an absolute nightmare, and now she's just, yeah,
Bella.
it's amazing.
Bella.
She's like, we've been practicing this, so I'm now just going to focus as soon as that. Oh, look at her. She's learnt her sits and she's so focused.
To do that with her.
Really?
Yeah.
It just shows you. But again, it's like I said before, it's a confidence thing. You know, when they're not feeling confident, they're not going to want to work because their state of mind isn't right. And now we've got her confident. Look how happy she looks. She's so happy. She's like, yay! I get to come out. We get cheese. Life is great. Oh, yay! Good girl. Give Bella another call. Yay! Good girl. Let's get the feet of these people in. Sorry, feet only, don't worry. I'm just showing that she's hanging out around people and she's not worried. Feet only. But there's a dog. She's just so stiff. Yay! Getting her to do a wait for me and a recall. Will she wait and let you walk away a bit?
Probably. Stay. No.
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 Well, she was doing it. She was doing it last time. Good girl, but yes, Bella, she was looking up at you then. That was really, really good. So even if she is too excited to take the food,
Yep.
give her loads of fuss when she looks up at you. We've got to reward that. Well done, Bella. Yay.
Are you going to go off a little bit?
This is amazing.
Bella, 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 come.
Yes, well done. Good girl. That's excellent.
Where are we looking off?
Excellent. This is literally now, oh my God, look at her. I mean, you would never have done this. This is amazing. It's so nice to see them out somewhere like this. Yay, that was awesome. You got all three of them then, look. Yay. Definitely. Oh, good girls. Good girl. Oh, are you coming to me? Because I said good girl and you assumed that had to be you, eh? Yeah. She's so happy. Look at her. Oh my goodness, Nina, you're a new dog. You're just so different.
You know the little sausage dog or Dachshund, whatever it is?
Bella.
That came up.
Come.
She was
Bella, come, good girl. Good girl. Well done. That was great. That was really great because she did that on her own without needing the lead pop.
Yeah.
And she really had her nose in a scent as well. So that was great. Right, guys. Well, that was just lovely. I cannot get over how much little Nina has changed. The first time I saw her, she was so timid, you know, jumping at the slightest little thing. If she saw a dog, her tail would tuck under and she'd just want to hide. I mean, just didn't even really want to be out that much, you know. Car went past, tail under, everything was just really stressing her. And now she's just the happiest dog. She's just loving it. She's, you know, wanting to go and sniff dogs and, you know, nowhere near as jumpy. She's a tiny bit jumpy, but I mean nothing in comparison to before. She's absolutely loving her training exercises and doing her recall work and just everything. She's like a completely new dog. So I'm not really worried about Nina at all anymore. So obviously we're going to keep working with her. We don't just leave them to it, but what we really need to focus on now is Bella. So Bella's always had the confident side of her, but was more reactive. So there's two things that we really need to focus on with Bella now is apparently she is still getting really over the top when people come to the house, and although she seems to know that she's supposed to sit calmly and wait, it's taking every ounce of self-control to do that, to the point where a lot of the time she still just loses it. So we need to definitely do some more work on that. And what I'm going to do is, instead of having the fourth one-to-one session on a walk again, I'm going to go back to the house so that I can really have a look at getting a grip on that and sorting that out once and for all, or at least getting it so that it's improving massively. Apparently it's improved a bit, but the problem is until that's pretty much sorted, they can't have the two dogs in the same room together without one of them being crated, because if someone knocks on the door unexpectedly, Bella will go nuts and it'll end up with a fight between the two of them. So it's not a minor thing, you know, it's a big deal. It has to be sorted, otherwise they're going to be so restricted in their freedoms in the house. So I'm going to go back to the house, we'll do some more work on that, and Bella is definitely a lot better with her recall, but she's still she's still really heavily going into scent drive when she gets into a field, especially if it's somewhere she's never been before and there's, you know, new interesting things to smell, and she just loses that focus. So we'll do a bit of a twofer next time. So we'll probably do a good half of it in the house and then half outside. I want to just add in a few more techniques and possibly a little vibrate buzzer collar, which I think might really help, but I don't really want them using that for the recall without me helping them to condition it properly. So we booked another session, which I think is in about 2 weeks time. They're going to continue with everything that they're doing, which is all coming along really nicely, and then we will have another look at people arriving and at just getting Bella a lot more focused and getting that recall from scenting and distractions a lot better. Because the other thing that I can also see in Bella massively is that when, you know, another dog approaches, or doesn't even approach, if there's another dog in the field somewhere, she will just get really excited and want to go over to it. And, you know, we can't really be letting her off the training line until she no longer does that, because not every dog wants to be approached. And I think that the reason that things like that are a little bit easier with Nina is that she's not really confident enough to want to go up and charge up towards another dog. So I think that's why they're finding the recall and the outside work a lot easier with Nina, is just because she wants to stay with them. You know, they are her security, and it's lovely watching her confidence grow and seeing how much she's changed. But generally, when you have a dog that's quite timid in general, that side of them helps with recall because they tend to not want to, you know, leave you anyway. But yeah, who knows, she may end up getting confident enough that we have to work on that with her, but at the moment we don't have to worry about that with little Nina. But they are going to keep the line on even if it's just dropped, because the other thing that we do have to worry about with Nina is if something startles her and she spooks and just bolts and runs away. So until we know that she is confident enough for that to not happen, they're going to keep the line on, but probably have it dropped quite a lot because they're not needing to use it for the recall anymore. She does just come when she's called. So that's awesome. So overall, really great session, really lovely walk, lovely to see both of them. Over the moon at the change in Nina. She just smiles all the time now. It's just lovely. Bella's she's got more of a work drive, that's all. She's just got more of a drive, which means that we've got to just work a bit harder with her. Oh yeah, that was the other thing that I've suggested as well, is to introduce some toy work, because she really isn't that food motivated, especially in comparison to Nina, who I think will pretty much do anything for a bit of cheese. Bella, I'm not sure, but I've got the feeling she would work better for a toy. Now apparently in the house all she does is destroy them. You know, she's not really that interested in playing. She just gets it and just rips it into 1,000 pieces. But as I was just explaining, that's less likely on a walk. You know, yes, it's possible, but it's quite unusual for a dog, when given a toy or thrown a toy on a walk, for them to then just lie in the grass and chew it apart. That's not the norm. It can happen, and maybe it will, maybe she will prove me wrong, but I've got a feeling that she might come back for a game of tuggy more than she'll come back for a treat. So we're going to introduce that as well next time. So 3 things that we're going to do next time, so that'll be good. Anyway, I will get myself home, send them some bits and pieces over email, and make another video in the next session.